Hello Virgo, end of June 2026. Welcome. Let's go ahead and find out your cards. You are at Solar Studio with me, Karo. End of June starts with the Six of Cups, King of Swords, the Moon, Six of Swords, Judgment, the World, Ace of Swords, wow, Temperance, the Devil. Oh my, look at that, Virgo. Let's clarify some cards here. Let me see your central card there with the Judgment. So your central card Judgment is clarified by Lamante, Giovanni Fanciulla, and Donna Maritata. I will also clarify the King of Swords at the beginning. King of Swords is clarified by Lamante, La Donna di Servizio, and Speranza. Let me clarify some more cards. Actually, let me take it here. I also want to clarify the moon. We have the Il Ladro clarifying the moon, Stanza, and Gran Consolazione. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is clarified by Il Pensiero. Yeah, Il Pensiero. This is also a thought card. Il Pensiero, La Fedeltà, and Consolanto Sorpresa. And the Devil is clarified by Militare, Belvedere reversed, and Ammalato. Wow. Virgo. Wow, I'm getting this really rich in context readings for the sign, making me feel more excited than ever. This June is always an interesting month, if you are living in the northern hemisphere. For me, it's always a adapting month. It's not May, For me, this adaptation is starts with June. Okay, very psychologically rich energy. It's I think I'm more of like a realization reading, Virgo. Um, I think this end of June, you may simply stop living with assumptions and you may begin to live with facts of a situation. I don't think that you are going after some kind of a chase or you obsessed about something. No, I don't think, because some cards with the devil, the moon, it can give that much of energy. But I think, something has a layer and it's peeled away one after another. And at the core, um, you see what is left is really impossible to deny. I feel something in like that. Um, there is a connection also. We can see some connection evolving at the beginning. There are strong feelings, but they begin to mature into something grounded and very real, frankly. And maybe once something felt uncertain to you, but now it starts to ask like bigger questions to you. Where is this actually going? Where is this actually really going? This is super important. Um, I also feel, you know, I don't see some kind of a second chance here. I see a relationship, I see a meaningful emotional situation, um, reaching a moment where it can no longer stay undefined, my friends. Like somebody really has to answer the call here. Judgment and the world. You are defining this. Like somebody has to really decide. And I see you are oftentimes looking back, and at the same time you try to understand what was really happening all along. um and I think there are feelings being expressed, but this happens in not that much of dramatic declaration. Someone actually continues to show up simply. They keep investing. They kept they keep doing what they can, and even if it goes unnoticed, they hope to be noticed. And despite everything, they don't lose hope. Speranza, la donna di servizio, Um, and this is why the King of Swords here, who is our very emotionally disciplined king, the feelings are very real with this guy. I have to say. But also, something has been like taken away in this period of time. I see a lot of questioning of trust, time. Um, one person needs that peace of mind. They need security. Um, but somehow there comes the isolation, um, distance, maybe silence. But once the hidden truth is finally uncovered, somebody maybe stops living inside that security. Um, the moon to me feels like the truth finally resurfaces. This is what the Capricorn full moon, I think, will bring. And then there is leaving, there is awakening, there is competition. I don't think you are escaping from something. You are about to graduate from this subject. Like you are really completing an emotional cycle, I feel. Um, Later, though, you know, someone, there is someone also in your life who has been very stubbornly try to push forward. They don't ever stop to see the bigger picture. Um, they become like committed to one approach, and this is really making them very exhausted. So I think somebody really becoming trapped by their own persistence to a situation. But there is also the antidote with the temperance. And also, we have like, you are spending a lot of time thinking, but instead of overthinking, your thoughts are actually very clear this time. And the clarity is strengthening the trust. And then actually, it is reassuring uh, what happens. Like you will finally know where to stand, I think. And you are leaving you are leaving the past, you understand the past. That's one complete journey for you. And keeping feelings under control finally reaches a point where honesty becomes necessary, I think, and then the balance returns. And now there are hidden truths, but there is definitely closure to that. Mm, however, the temptation to hold on um, can still continue. Someone may struggle, especially when it comes to emotionally release the old chapter. So I think answers are arriving. You are really reaching a position, but the challenge is if you are willing to accept what they reveal to you in the end. This can be their addiction, this can be a obsession, this can be they force away, they try to push something, but they fail to see the bigger picture, and it's their exhaustion. You come a long way, you face with some facts, but their position also becomes clear when it comes to if they're gonna accept what they reveal. I mean, if you are going to accept what they reveal. So the connection, balance, and dynamic temperance at least becomes clear. And this is a whole chapter. It reaches its natural conclusion. Um, to me, it feels like this end of June, someone is carrying a hope for a long time, but it finally reaches a point where the future can no longer remain undefined. Um, I will be very careful in the devil part because I think the reading is warning against carrying something beyond its natural lifespan, let's say. So this can be fear, this can be guilt, attachment, obsession, control, um, can be a relationship dynamic which has already taught you what it came to teach. So please don't mistake endurance for progress. Um, so you're gonna search and like you're gonna see, Virgo. And once that clarity arrives, the rest of the reading and this energy actually will move very naturally there. You really come a long way, I have to say. We are going to have Mercury retrograde in Cancer, and with its shadow faces, basically like until the beginning of August, you're gonna see the past will surface. People from past, lovers, people you give and take service, what you have like hoped for can manifest back as a retrograde form. But the King of Swords is like I mean, you got to be very disciplined because you may mistake it with confusion, as they may these people may feel like by the way, there is some kind of a dream here too, like you keep seeing this person in your dream, like they secretly coming to a place, and maybe you become intimate and then they leave. So I also feel there is someone, like I'm picking this, but it's not going to resonate with everyone for sure. But there is a person here, like who wants to come and live with you, maybe showing some kind of a past connection, but you are like about to make a change. You don't want to live with them. You maybe you don't want them in their home. You try to like settle. There is, I don't know if there is a daughter figure or niece, a nephew. Um, like you are not biologically their parent, but you care for them deeply. I also sense something like that. There is also, like, I feel a living condition of a person. So just letting you know. So that's all for me now. From me now, Virgo. I hope you find the reading insightful. If you have a personal tarot question, stop by my live streams called Karo is Answering Your Tarot Question. If you are new to my channel, check the description box below to see how those live streams and how we operate in the channel generally. Thank you so much, Virgo. I will speak to you soon in the next readings. Bye bye.